in relation to the Parliament and the Commonwealth. As you know, the Commonwealth is 56, made up of 56 countries, that is 2.5 billion people, 60% of them are under the age of 30, but 21 of our members hail from Africa. And those 21 are representative of the whole spectrum of Africa. And as a result, the work that we are doing and the work that the Parliament, the Pan-African Parliament are doing, are actually very, very similar. And during the talk today, I think the synergy between our hopes and aspirations as a Commonwealth family and the hopes and aspirations of the African Parliament are also mirrored. And so there's an opportunity for us to work more closely together. It's clear that the empirical data that we need in order to make wise and just decisions are not available to all of us in the same way, but we do possess them collectively. So one of our opportunities is to share data analysis of what works and what does not work. This implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals is common to all of us. You will have seen, if you look at the Charter, which I had the privilege and pleasure to present to the Honourable President today, that clause 1 to 16 in our Charter mirror very closely 1 to 16 of the Sustainable Development Goals. And SDG 17, which is partnership, is at the core of what we in the Commonwealth do, and you will find that thirst for partnership in our preamble. So this mirroring is incredibly important, and what we've seen is what we in the Commonwealth, as 56 countries representing 5 regions, are able to do, sitting round a table, is to look at the global problems that are absolutely challenging all of us and come to a more holistic response. And in the Commonwealth, we have been able to share not just our successes, but also our failures. So that if one of our member states spends a dollar, a penny, a rupee, then no other member state needs to spend the same dollar, penny, rupee. And that means that we will together be able to go faster, easier, better, and more successfully. And so if you look at the things we're doing in our connectivity agenda, you will have seen that Commonwealth, intra-Commonwealth trade has grown exponentially. And notwithstanding the downward turn that we have all seen globally, trade in the Commonwealth has been maintained and has actually grown. We have $768 billion worth of intra-Commonwealth trade. And when you look at the small area of growth that we've had in the last 2 years, this has come from digital trade. And that's why today I was talking about the power of digitalization, the power of technology to drive the economy, for us to narrow the gap between the money we need to deliver on the SDGs and the money we have. And one of those were things that we are able to do together, and I hope that this Parliament will be one of the absolute engines to drive this, is the delivery of the African Continental Free Trade Area, also the implementation of the Commonwealth guidelines on anti-corruption, which was agreed in Kigali in June of this year. It is something that all our leaders adhere to, but I know that there is a thirst in Africa to address this issue of corruption, because if we are successful in doing that globally, including Africa, then we will have the money that we need to make sure that our children are able to take advantage of their future. But it's incredibly important that we work together on that future for our young. The African continent is the youngest you'll know that the median age in Africa is just over 19. Now that is a powerful opportunity, but it's also a considerable challenge. So we are going to have to give our young people the tools they need to be able to make the contribution they can make through innovation and development to achieve their future in a way that will be better. And at the moment we have to be honest that the education system is at best sometimes an 18th and 19th century education system for young people who have to face the 22nd century problems. So there is a huge need for us all in the Commonwealth and in the African Union to come together to modernize, to innovate, and to make sure that we give the tools and the skills to our young people so that they can be the future we want and the future they need. And we can do this if we choose. It is dependent on all of us to put our shoulder to the wheel in solidarity, to work together hand in glove, sharing everything we know, everything we have, to make sure that this world is a safer, better place for all.